Hello there, I'm Julie, welcome to my channel, and in today's video I'm going to be talking pen storage. I recently picked up this pen case from Amazon, which I'll be showing you later, but I thought it would be fun to look back at my pen storage journey and rank all the different pen storage solutions I've used since I started planning. Most of these are products I found on Amazon over the years, and it's been interesting to see how my storage needs have changed over time as my pen collection has grown. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that. Rather than picking one overall winner, I'm going to score each storage solution on ease of access, capacity, portability, organisation and aesthetics. At the end of the video, I'll tell you who I think each option is best for. But let's put this away for now and start at the very beginning. If you're a new planner, you can probably relate to this, but when I first started planning, I didn't have many pens at all. So I kept things very simple. I saw these gorgeous pencil cases on Amazon and I love unicorns and things that are magical. I couldn't decide between the two of them, so I ordered both of them. And it blows my mind that this one actually cost 99p and this one 68p. So even with £2.99 postage, I got these pencil cases for less than £4 each, which is a steal. I soon found out it was a good thing that I got two, because what I did was keep my black pens in this one. So at the start of my planner journey, I was mainly using Papermate flares. This is not a pen video, so I'm not going to be going through all my pens, but that was probably my main pen, along with the good old trusty Bic Biro. But I've since picked up a few more pens along the way. The nice thing about these is that they have a black lining, so if you do have any accidents, it's not going to spoil them. And I use the other one for my colour pens, which I would sometimes use for writing in my journal. I mainly wrote in black ink, but again, I was a big fan of Papermate flares and mostly used those in my planner in the early days. These pencil cases worked really well for me when I started out, and in fact, I still do use them now. If you're sitting on a comfy chair, planning into the evening, there's nothing easier than just grabbing the right pencil case for what you want to do. They each hold about 30 to 40 pens, which is quite a lot and more than I had at the start. The only downside is that you do have to rummage around inside. If you're looking for, say, a particular colour, you're rummaging around, or you have to get them all out and have a search for the one you want, but really that only takes seconds. Some of the larger pens I had in my collection didn't fit very well. I had these Whispers and they were a little bit of a tight fit. So when you're picking a pencil case, do always check the measurements. You can't find these particular designs anymore, but there are so many cute pencil cases on Amazon. And you will find a lot of sticker shops also sell pencil cases, like Live Love Posh and Happy Planner. I think pencil cases are a great starting option, especially if you carry your planner supplies from one place to another. And I still use them because they make me really happy with this unicorn design, and I love this little message, be a unicorn in a field of horses. So here are my scores for my pencil case storage. Overall, a fantastic solution for beginners. The next stage in my pen journey was this upright slotted pen storage. I actually got this free from Zebra Pen. It came with a set of 30 pens and this was the freebie that came with it. And it was for sale in my local Tesco supermarket, and I believe that they still sell them there each year with the free storage, but I think the colour changes. I think it was grey this year. You can find lots of this style on Amazon with different quantities. And one of the things I liked best was that I didn't have to rummage around in my pencil case. I could see the pens really clearly in front of me and just grab the one that I wanted. I really like that you can carry this from one room to another. So I would mainly have this in my craft room, but then if I wanted to write in my journal, I would carry it into my living room to sit down and do some writing. Of course, this type of storage you can't really take out of the house with you, unlike the pencil cases. And the biggest downside for me was putting the pens away. It wasn't long before I filled this up, and then it became quite tricky to get the pens to fit exactly in the slot at the top and the bottom. And I would get a bit impatient. Some pens don't fit in here. This one has got a lid, so it does go in, but it doesn't reach the bottom. But there were some pens that wouldn't go in the slots at all. So do be mindful of that when you're buying slotted pen storage. These are my scores for the slotted pen storage. I do think it's a great option for people who primarily plan at a desk and like having everything visible. But I did find something even better this year, which leads me on to my next purchase. I love this acrylic pen holder that I got from Amazon. It was a little bit more expensive than I thought it should be for what's essentially a piece of plastic. It was about £20. However, I really do like it. Because it's clear, I can instantly see all of my pens. And because there are no individual slots like the last example, I don't find it hard to put pens away in the right section. I have this on my desk where I work, where I'm filming videos. It's great for organisation. You can see I have all my zebra mild liners in this section, all my Mr. Pen pens in this section. This is a general pen section. Then I have my Pigma microns, and I use this last section for things like my glue, scissors and craft knives. Amazon do various ones of these with different numbers of compartments. I got the 5 compartment because it fits nicely on my desk, but I have enough pens that I could definitely have more compartments, but it's working well for me now. Here are my scores. And if you have a big craft desk or a dedicated planning space, this is definitely an option worth considering. Finally, I want to show you the newest addition to my collection, which is this large zippered pen case from Amazon. I liked it so much that I've actually bought a second one, which I'm going to unbox with you today so you can see what it's like when it's empty. Even though I'm not a pen fanatic, I think it's inevitable as a planner that your pen collection grows. And what I love about this storage is the sheer amount that it can hold. I was recently given these Artistro acrylic markers and I was running out of places to put all my pens, and this has been the perfect solution. So it has these flaps, and I did number all my acrylic markers so that I could find the colour that I wanted, because the pen caps don't always accurately represent the colour of the pen. I do have a video where I show these at work, but I love how they fit in here. Now, when you read the description on Amazon, it is a little bit misleading because it talks about having 220 elastic slots. Well, it hasn't actually got 220 slots. These slots are quite large, and on the pictures on the Amazon website, they show 3 pencils in them. But you have to be aware, as I was, that if your pen is a little bit wider than a pencil, you're not going to get 3 fitting in. Although I have managed to squeeze 3 into some of the slots. But the capacity of this storage case is huge. I've got all my Artistro pens in their colour order on these 4 sections. I would say that getting the pens out is a lot easier than getting the pen in. You do have to do a little bit of wiggling, but it's not too bad. I also managed to fit in my Pentel Energel 0.7, which are a set of pens I've had from nearly the start of my planning journey. I would say from about 2019. and are some of my favourites. Very hard to get hold of all the different colours in these. Another colour pen I use is the Pigment Microns, and then a very popular affordable choice, and I was pleased I could fit these in as well, are the Crayola Super Tips. I've got the pastel set and the original set. I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't be able to fit 2 pens in each of the slots and 3 in some of them, but it's worked out really well for me. Because these are colour pens, I don't go to them as often as my black pens. So it's all right that they are zippered away. And I did think when I put all my pens in the first time that I was going to have a problem closing the zip. I thought, no, Julie, you've pushed it too far. You're not going to be able to fit this many pens in. But I was pleasantly surprised to find you have to do a little bit of making sure that everything is in. It does up all the way round. It's just the corners that are a little bit tricky. And I knew that when I did this video, it would be a lot trickier to do than it normally is. But we have a little carry handle that I love, so I can carry this from one room to another really easily. There is a pocket in the front, which I use for storing the little colour guides in that I cut off the packets. And you also get a zippered pouch at the back, although because I've jam-packed this, I don't think there's a lot of room, but I could definitely fit something in there. This comes in lots of cute designs. I have owl cushions in my house and I love owls, so it was a no-brainer. I get this storage and it's working really well for me. And there was another design I really was drawn to. And I figured that my pen collection is probably going to grow over the next couple of years. So it wouldn't hurt to get a second, seeing as I liked it so much. So now I'll show you the latest one that I got. This is the other one I got. You can see it's equally cute. I haven't opened it up yet, so I've literally just got it. And you can see straight away the difference in size when it's empty. We have squirrels in our garden, not red squirrels, grey squirrels, but I love squirrels. If they'd had a fox one, I would have got a fox one. You can see the pocket on the front and the carry handle there. Let's open it up. Show you what it's like empty. You can use the elastic to put anything in. You could put in rubbers if you wanted to, even wider pens, so it's quite good in a way that the elastic is wide. I don't know if I'd prefer one that had elastic that was exactly the right size for a pen, but this has allowed me to fit all my pens in. So these just flip over like that, which is great for organisation, that you've got different layers for different pen types. And I'll show you it next to the other one, so you can see the difference from when it's empty to when it's full. It's got that pocket on the front. So here they are, side by side. It is quite bulky once it's full and not as quick to access as the upright storage holders, because you do have to unzip it and flip through the pages. But even full, it's not too bad. It is quite heavy, but I can easily carry it from one room to another. So here are my scores for this storage solution. So in front of you is my pen storage journey so far. I don't think there is one perfect solution. These pencil cases were perfect for what I needed when I started out. This was great for visibility, and I love this for ease of access and organisation. And my new zippered pouch is ideal for my ever-growing pen collection. I'm sure my pen storage journey isn't over yet, and I'd love to know what you're currently using to store your pens. Let me know in the comments, because I'm always looking for new storage ideas. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you'd like to see my Artistro pens in action, then you might be interested in this video, where I use them to create some sunset backgrounds to use with stamps in my planner and creative journal. Hope you'll join me for another video very soon. Take care and have a great weekend.